England's got a rising contender in the heavyweight division. The new wave, the next generation is Tom Aspinall.
He just seems like he's born and bred to be in there.
So slick. People say that he moves like a middleweight. He's got tremendous jiu-jitsu and he's got knockout power involved with his hands.
A lot of people think we might be looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion.
Kid's real, man. The real deal.
There's no other place anywhere on earth that he would rather be than in the octagon. Tom Aspinall's rise in the UFC is nothing short of amazing. Imagine starting off a bit hesitant to join the big league and then zooming up to become a top dog in the heavyweight division. Tom Aspinall is a contender. He is nothing to be playing with. He had been involved in martial arts, mate, since he was 8 years old. He's not just throwing punches, he's dodging setbacks, nailing comebacks, and showing us what grit really looks like. This is the story of Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's journey started in Wigan, England, back in 1993. His dad, Andy, had a stable job in IT. However, he had always been into martial arts and was a former fighter himself. Eventually, the call of his true passion became too strong to ignore. Making a decisive career shift, Andy chose to leave his IT job to pursue his passion for martial arts, committing himself to teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on a full-time basis. Tom started to grapple when he was maybe 6 or 7. When he was about 10, he started to really enjoy it. Tom showed he was a natural at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and with his dad's help, he won in several categories at the British Open. At the age of 17, Aspinall stepped into the amateur MMA arena, not just to participate, but to conquer, amassing 6 consecutive victories. Turning pro in 2014 was more than a career move. It was the dawn of a new era. He blazed through the regional circuit with an impressive 9-2 record, a testament to his skill, determination, and the promise of an extraordinary career. It was very rough for him with MMA. He had a child, and then he found out that they were having twins, and people were like, "What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to provide for your family?" He was training all the time. He was struggling to get a pull and stuff, and the fights just weren't coming through. And that was probably the toughest time of his whole career. But ultimately, Tom's father encouraged him to keep chasing his dream. He was giving up MMA, packing it all together. And he thought Tom can make it to the top. And so in 2019, Tom joined Cage Warriors, an Irish-owned MMA promotion based in London. Keep in mind, he had declined an earlier offer from the UFC, feeling unprepared for such a colossal step. But after winning 2 quick fights in Cage Warriors, he felt more confident. Plus, he needed more challenges, so he finally joined the UFC in 2020, marking a significant milestone in his career. Tom Aspinall really shook things up in his UFC debut. In July 2020, UFC Fight Island Aspinall, stepping into the octagon with a vibe that screams confidence. He's up against Jake Collier, a seasoned fighter. But get this, Aspinall with his knockout right hand wraps up the match in under a minute, so it just went as planned. That performance not only snagged him his first UFC win, but also landed him the Performance of the Night award. Now that's how you announce your arrival in the UFC. 3 months later, at UFC Fight Night 179, Aspinall didn't just fight, he dominated. He stepped up his game big time against Alan Bordeaux. He nailed a quick knockout, skyrocketing up the division ranks. It was a quick knockout, but it spoke volumes. In his next bout, Aspinall faced former UFC Heavyweight Champion Andrei Arlovski. Andrei Arlovski did the wrong thing of allowing this dude to kind of get on top of him this way, and then his back should have been against the cage, and then he was able to get the rear neck and choke. This time against Sergey Spivak, as he showed off his incredible hand speed to quickly put away the Moldovan fighter in less than 3 minutes. And you know it, he also collected yet another Performance of the Night bonus. March 2022 brought a new challenge for Tom Aspinall, headlining UFC Fight Night 204, main event at the O2 Arena. Feels good, right? Against Alexander Volkov, as Aspinall entering London's O2 Arena filled with 20,000 fans buzzing with anticipation. Does he feel the pressure? Not a bit. The fight started with a burst of energy as Aspinall unleashed low kicks and connected a combination to Volkov's jaw. Volkov landed a sharp kick to Aspinall's belly, Aspinall then achieved a significant body lock takedown, moving into side control. I mean, his timing on his takedowns and his entrances is just phenomenal. A Kimura transitioning to a straight armbar as Volkov resisted, leading to a decisive tap-out. Aspinall gets down. He really does have a bag of tricks. You don't know what he's going to pull out next. And with this win, Aspinall received another Performance of the Night award. However, it soon took a turn for the worse as he stepped into the cage with Curtis Blaydes. July 2022 was marked by an electrifying anticipation, as the O2 Arena in London prepared for a headline event featuring Aspinall against the wrestling maestro Curtis Blaydes in a fight that was expected to have title ramifications. Unfortunately, the fight's trajectory changed dramatically and unexpectedly for Aspinall. Moments after the heavyweight started trading strikes, Blaydes countered with a precise and heavy punch in response to Aspinall's leg kick. This move abruptly sent Aspinall down, collapsing onto the canvas while holding his knee. It was a bit of a wild start, to be honest. It was a bit full on. The match ended abruptly as the referee quickly called off the fight at the 15-second mark of the first round, resulting in Blaydes achieving a TKO victory. In July 2023, he faced Marcin Tybura in the Octagon, a crucial match testing his comeback and contending status. Just moments into the bout, Aspinall put his surgically repaired leg to the test with a powerful right high kick that staggered his opponent. It was just with the jab, he slips the head kick. The crowd erupted, chanting his name in a wave of excitement. While Tybura managed to recover, Aspinall's superior speed became evident as he landed quick strikes and skillfully evaded his opponent's responses. The fight reached its decisive moment when Aspinall connected with an elbow and successive punches, causing Marcin Tybura to fall and leading the referee to stop the fight. I knew he'd beat him, but not like this. I mean, it wasn't even competitive. With this win, he received his 5th Performance of the Night bonus award. And then, on very short notice, Aspinall found himself facing Sergey Pavlovich in a crucial bout for the Interim UFC Heavyweight Championship inside of 5 minutes. During the bout, Aspinall went low with the kicks, but Pavlovich hit him early with a power punch. Aspinall then connected with a massive right hand, followed by another that dropped his opponent. He followed up with some ground punches to earn his 11th career knockout win and then collapsed in tears on the canvas. Fun fact, he has made it to the 2nd round just once in his 8 UFC fights, and we all know that Jon Jones is going to face Stipe Miocic in this month. And later, Aspinall will take the winner of those former champs. With that power and cardio, we strongly believe that he has the potential to defeat both Stipe and Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall's path in the UFC is like a masterclass in turning challenges into triumphs. Think about it. He went from being hesitant about joining the UFC to totally owning it in the heavyweight division. The guy's got a track record of nailing victory after victory, and even a knee injury couldn't hold him back. As he forges ahead in his UFC career, Tom's more than a fighter. He's an inspiration, showing us all what you can achieve with grit and determination.